Hey everyone, welcome to Violet's Dream Tarot. Today's reading is going to be how does he or she feel about me? Okay, so if you have a particular person that you're unsure how they're feeling about you and you'd like to know, then this is definitely your reading. As you can see, I have 4 piles in front of me and I have used Romance Angels cards because I anticipate that most people who are watching this video will have a romantic interest that they're asking about, but if this person isn't a romantic interest for you, that's also totally fine because you can just discount those cards because they're not the whole reading. There are a lot of other cards there as well. And I want to do things a little bit differently with this video because I know that this is a question that gets asked a lot and I know it's been done quite a few times on YouTube already. So I wanted to make this a bit more personalized and a little bit different. So I've got 4 piles here today instead of 3, and I'm also going to be making it more of a layered reading. So I want you to pick not just a pile of cards, but also one of my lovely little gnomes who have always been in the background of my readings, but I haven't brought them into the actual readings yet. But I think it's about time I did because it's a shame that they're just sitting there not doing anything. So firstly, let's take a look at the cards, and I've put these lovely candles on them. They're from the Classic Candle collection. So the first thing to do is to pick one of these piles of cards. So we have this pile number 1, the Bluebell candle, really nice. Pile number 2 has Tiare flower. Pile number 3 has brown sugar and spice. And pile number 4 has orange and anise. Okay, so whichever one of these piles of cards you're drawn to, that's going to be the first half of your reading. And you can pause the video and take as much time as you need to connect with these piles and see which one is calling out to you. And then I also want you to choose one of my gnomes. So these are Gismund, Gunvald, Geir and Gjord. So this is Gismund. Really fluffy. So nice. This is Gunvald. He also has stars on his hat as well. They're just a little bit harder to see because they're silver and his grey hat. This is Geir. He has more of a knitted hat. Oop. And this is Gjord. Quite Christmassy colours, I think. Okay, and I'll also call them A, B, C, and D, just so you don't get confused with the numbers of the cards. And that's going to be the second half of your reading, so it's not going to be as big as the main half, but it's going to be like bonus information for you just to make it a bit more personalized. And we'll do your charms, of course, and it's just going to make it a bigger and more in-depth detailed reading for you. So take the time to pick whichever gnome and whichever pile you're drawn to, and it's okay if you're drawn to more than one. That's fine as well, you can watch more than one. Don't worry about that. I would also like to say that I have an Etsy shop for anyone who's interested in private readings with me, for more of a personalized reading to really get into your situation specifically, and the link to my Etsy shop is in the description box below. I also have a PayPal account which is also going to be linked in the description box for anyone who enjoyed this reading and wants to give me a tip or a small donation for the channel so that I can buy new decks and props to make the whole thing look better and be more diverse and exciting for you. And I'm going to put the timestamps for all of the piles and the gnomes in the comments below. Okay, so take as much time as you need to choose this. I know it's a bit different doing it kind of layered like this, but hopefully it'll work and it'll be fun and interesting for both of us. So take as much time as you need to, but don't overthink it. And I'm going to start with pile number 1. Hey everyone who picked pile number 1 with the bluebell candle. This is the first half of your reading. I hope you're doing well. So we're going to look at your tarot cards first, and then I've pulled a few oracle cards for you as well. So let's see how this person is feeling about you. Oh, so you have 2 of water. That's a really good start. And the World. Beautiful card. Also have 7 of water. 3 of fire. And Page of fire. Okay, straight away I can see that you are someone that this person feels really excited about. So you have 2 fire cards, and fire are the cards of passion and excitement, and the Page of fire really talks about being really excited about someone. They might see you as being really creative and quite childlike and just really fun to be around. They think you're a little bit naughty in like quite an innocent way, and they just really enjoy spending time with you. And the 2 of water also says that they think of you as a really special person in your life. So there's a strong chance that they have romantic feelings for you, or that they think of you as their best friend, like the one person that they will always be able to turn to. But for me, this card always has strong romantic vibes. And if you've been going through a difficult time, then that card also symbolizes forgiveness. The World tells me that they just feel really completed by you. Like when they're around you, they just feel so on top of the world, and they feel like they don't need to worry about anything because you're there and you just make everything better. And yeah, there's just this lovely wholeness that comes from the card of the World, feeling completed by someone, feeling really connected to someone as well. Just a really happy, triumphant card in many ways. And now the 7 of water suggests that they might be unsure of how to move forward with you. So if you've had some disagreements or some arguments, or you're coming up to a time in your life where you're going to have to make decisions that will affect whether or not you can stay together, such as which job you're going to go for, or whether you're going to continue studying, that kind of thing, whether you're going to move away, whether you're actually going to be in a committed relationship, that is on their mind right now, because the 7 of water is all about choices. Have all these different choices represented by these cups with the colors. And if any of these colors are catching your eye in particular, then that chakra color is going to be important to this person right now when thinking about you, okay? So it might be worth just pausing the video if you want to and just taking a little look here, seeing if any of these colors really stand out to you in a particular way or are really kind of catching your eye. But if not, that's also fine. It just represents choices. This can also be kind of an obsessive card where someone is just a little bit overwhelmed by a situation, doesn't know which way to move forward. So they might be obsessing over their relationship with you or where it's going to go in the future. Because the 3 of fire does also suggest that they're focusing on the future. They're thinking about a future with you and what that will bring, but they haven't made those long-term plans yet. So they are thinking about it, but they haven't set it down in stone. So if that's what you're talking about with this person, then they still haven't made their mind up about which way it's going to go, but they are excited about the future with you. This is a very exciting card. Suggests that they're kind of waiting to see what's going to happen in the future. And they might be in the middle of making actual concrete plans with you right now, or in their own mind. This might also indicate that some travel is coming up for one or both of you, so that won't ring true for everyone, but for those that it does, that's just validating that that is affecting your situation right now. But these are really nice, positive tarot cards that I see here. So now we've got some mermaid oracle cards for you. You've got energy field adjustment, aura cleansing, and health. And this is also really beautiful fiery colors. It's really nice with the fish as well. They're the same kind of golden orangey color. And you have Imrama. Yeah, so travel may be on someone's mind, or it may be an issue that's coming up for you that you're already talking about or worrying about. But for me, this indicates that it could be a soulmate connection that you're dealing with, because Imrama is a voyage of the soul. Or this person might see you as their soulmate. And you see, again, it's kind of like very similar imagery here. So there's the beautiful mermaid and the dolphin, and they're moving forward together, and they are like companions. That's what I'm seeing. They see you as a very important person for them, and a person who is meant to accompany them through their journey in life. That one person that they can turn to. And with this energy field adjustment card, I feel like you might have been having arguments or disagreements recently, and that is going to heal, or someone might have let the other person down in some way, and that is improving now. The kind of the hurt and the pain that is being caused by that is now being released and channeled into something better between you both. There's very much a sense of just not only forgiveness, but a newness with this card. It's just this beautiful, glowing, vibrant energy of something new and healthy. So this relationship, if it hasn't been the healthiest in the past, if it's been a bit toxic, that's going to change now. And now we have these Antworten der Engel oracle cards, which are in German, but I'll translate them for you. I really love languages, and I'm living in Germany at the moment, and I study a lot of different foreign languages, so I'll be using cards in my channel which aren't in English, but I'll be translating them for you. So it says, Bitte andere Hilfe, which means ask others for help. And warten, wait. So I get the feeling that this person might be asking around about you. If you don't know each other very well yet, they might be asking their friends or your friends about you, or asking your friends what you feel about them. They also might be asking other people to kind of help them make a decision about what's going to happen in the future, you know, to advise them about what would be best for them to do. That's what I'm getting from this card. Just that they're talking about you as well. They're talking about you with their friends and family. And with this card, warten, wait, I feel like there is a decision coming up for one or both of you, and it's going to affect your relationship in some way. I don't feel like this is a third party situation. I don't think this person is choosing between two people and you're one of them. I think it's more an external situation like a job or traveling that is going to affect the relationship, and they're just not sure how to handle it, so they're waiting. And I think to you, they're keeping a lot of these worries in, so they might be talking to other people about these worries and these thoughts and feelings, but they're not talking to you about it, and so you're getting this kind of closed off, maybe even a little cold energy from them. But that's just because they're doing a lot of thinking and worrying now. They're just not sure about which way to go. So it's not personal, basically. And now you have the Romance Angels card. So if this isn't something you're interested in, then you can just skip forward to the next part of your reading. I am going to do charms straight after this, though, so you might only want to click forward a little bit because they're coming up straight after this. So you have codependency. Yeah, so what I was saying about this connection possibly not being the healthiest in the past, and now it's healing. Or if you're still in this difficult, toxic situation where you both feel like you need each other and you don't know how to move on from that, or spend time with other people, rely on other people, then you're going to start moving out of that unhealthy situation, because we have the energy field adjustment and also the world. The world card is not only about feeling complete with someone, it's also about moving on to the next level, the next stage of things. So this can indicate that this time of codependency is now over, and it's time for you to move on to something fresher and healthier that's going to benefit you both more. And you also have, this could be the one. So this person thinks that you're the one for them, and that is really highlighted by the Two of Water and the World card as well, and also Imrama. I really feel like this person thinks you're someone really special. and they really want to spend their life with you, but there are external forces that are imposing on this relationship, and also there are some unhealthy issues, or there have been some unhealthy patterns and behaviors in this relationship which they know need to be addressed, and I feel like they're going to take some steps towards doing that. This ask others for help, bitte andere Hilfe, might be that they are actually seeking out counseling or some kind of behavioral therapy to stop them from repeating these behaviors, and they're just waiting to see how that is going to work out and if it's going to improve the situation for you both. Okay, so I'm going to pull some charms for you now to see what they're feeling about you, just to give you that bit more information. So, group number 1, what is your person thinking or feeling about you? Okay, quite a few charms have popped out here. So we have this very good friend card. This is the helpful friend, the person that can be relied upon. So they see you as this very important person in their life. There's the hummingbird charm, which means that they're in a loving period right now. They're feeling in a very loving mood. They're listening to their inner wisdom. They think you're beautiful. There's this little flower here. They're going slowly, the turtle. They're not rushing anything. There's angelic protection here, and there's the olive branch. Okay, so if you're maybe not speaking to this person at the moment, if this is a no contact or low contact situation, and that's why the wait card has come out, then they do want to reach out to you. They're just waiting for the right time. Yeah, there's meditation. So they're definitely thinking and waiting for something. And, you know, yoga and meditation is also about more healthy practices in their life. So that can indicate that they're taking steps to become more healthy. They're very attracted to you, this perfume charm here. They could be a Taurus, or you could be a Taurus, or have Taurus in either of your birth charts, sun, moon, rising. There's K, S, and what's that? C. So those initials could be important to you as a first name, surname, place. Yeah, there's the passport here. So travel is an issue for many of you. That is coming out really quite strongly. You might be in a distance relationship at the moment, and so it's difficult to keep the relationship going because it's harder to communicate your true feelings at a distance. Or this person or you might be going away for a time, or looking at moving away permanently for work or study, and that is affecting the relationship. There's this leaf for releasing and shedding, so they are trying to get rid of these old habits that aren't good for them. There's the crown here, all about sovereignty, free will, taking control of their own life. And there's hope, which is positive. And there's the star charm here. So this is just like the star card in the tarot. It's a really positive, hopeful card, meaning that you're healing and you're on the right track to improving things, improving your situation. There's the mirror as well. So they're doing a lot of self-reflection. They're really thinking about this relationship with you. There's more angelic protection here. I feel like they are surrounded by angels at this time. And another inner wisdom charm. And with the ballerina, I feel like the reason they're waiting, and if they haven't got in touch with you yet, if this is a no contact situation, is because they don't want to put a foot wrong. They want to tread carefully in this situation so that they don't ruin it. They might have spoken out of turn in the past, or spoken out of anger, and that has ended up causing pain and hurt in the relationship, and they just don't want to do that again, or they don't want to mess up again, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that they've messed up before. It's Christmas tree here, all about celebration, coming together, but it's also winter. More feathers and wings for protection. There's really a lot of angelic energy surrounding this relationship right now. I get the feeling with this charm that they put you on a pedestal. They really see you as this important person in their life, but there are still issues here that they need to work through. But there's the apple, and I was hoping the apple would come out actually when I saw this card, because this is the charm of health and healthiness. So they are focusing on making this connection more healthy. And this says fearless, so they're working through their fears. They see you as really cute, maybe quite innocent in many ways. You might be younger than them, or you might just be a bit naive, and they want to return to you. There's the swallow here, which is a promise to return. So maybe you are long distance. Yeah, there's these two hearts linked here together. And this acorns is about beginnings, potential. Kind of reminds me of the Ace of Pentacles, that new beginning with something being more stable and committed, more concrete. That is what this charm makes me feel of, the potential and being in the early stages of something. So you might not have known this person very long, although I'm getting the feeling that most of you, this is a connection that's gone on quite a while, but this is about wanting a fresh start and recognizing the potential that their relationship with you has. There's also a musical symbol here, so one or both of you could be a musician or very into music, or this is also just a charm of joy, like singing for joy. That's what I feel when they're around you. They're just really happy, even if they don't express that to you. Okay, so this is a positive reading, group number 1. It does feel like this person is trying to change for the better, and that they recognize you as this really important person in their life, and they just don't want to mess it up any further. They don't want to lose you by saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing. And so if you're not in contact with this person right now, that's the reason why they have taken a step back. It's to work on themselves, but they do want to come back into your life and return to you. So that's really what I'm feeling here. Yeah, this is very strongly, I'm feeling that they are going to come back into your life. They really want to do that. They're just trying to figure out the best way and the best time to do that. Okay, they are looking towards the future here. So now it's time for you to go over and pick one of the gnomes for the second half of your reading, and that is going to give you a bit more bonus information on your situation and how this person's feeling for you. If you enjoyed this reading, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated. I'm really interested to see how it's resonating with people, and yeah, let me know a little bit about your situation. That's always lovely to hear. Okay, so I'm going to move on to group number 2 now. Bye-bye. Hey group number 2, how are you doing? If you chose the tiare flower candle, then this reading is for you, and this is going to be the first part of your reading, okay? So let's take a look and see how this person is feeling about you. So you have the 5 of water, the 4 of water, Queen of water, it's a beautiful card, and 4 of earth. Okay, straight away I see that this person is very, very sad right now, and they are feeling a lot of emotions because you have 3 water cards here. I don't know if you've maybe broken up with this person, or if there's been a significant lack of contact with this person recently, but this person's just feeling very, very sad about something that has happened between you. So this is going to be different for everyone. You'll know how it resonates for you, but there is a sense of grief and loss and just real sadness. They're really fixated on this situation that's gone wrong, that's causing them to feel this way. And as a result, they're feeling quite apathetic. The 4 of water is kind of the person who refuses to see the light at the end of the tunnel, who refuses to see the silver lining in the situation. They're just feeling really down and flat and apathetic. They're probably missing you, is what I'm feeling. This card can often be about missing someone, but they're also just quite lethargic and discontent at the moment. They really are closed off and just wallowing. I'm hearing the word wallowing. They're just stuck in these heavy emotions that aren't helping them at all. But they see you as this beautiful person. They probably think you're very physically attractive. They are probably in love with you as well, because the Queen of Water is a card of falling in love with someone. But they personally are feeling quite tender right now. They're feeling quite wounded. But they do hold you in their heart still. And they do see you as a very beautiful person, a very beautiful soul. And they probably see you as quite feminine as well, most of you. And the Four of Earth is also about being shut down. Maybe they have imposed this period of no contact, even though it's upsetting them to do that. And that might be frustrating for you on the outside, to feel shut out and to feel closed off from this person. But they have just gone into survival mode right now. They are just shut down. They don't want to listen to anyone. They don't want contact at the moment because they're scared of what's going to happen if they speak to you. They're scared of the outcome. They're scared of what will be said. So at the moment, they're just protecting themselves by saying no and cutting off all contact, and also kind of shutting down their emotions. So maybe on the outside they might look quite cold, or they might look like they're doing really fine, but inside that's totally not the case. You can see that all of these water cards have come out. They're really mulling over the situation, brooding about it, and they can't get out of this, the way they're feeling. They're just feeling very overwhelmed emotionally right now. So let's see what your mermaid oracle cards have to say. Dreams. I love this card. I love the colors. I think it's so, so beautiful. And it's also the crown chakra color as well, this violet color. Violet, yay! My favorite color. And we've got the present and falling in love. So like I said, they either are in love with you or they are falling in love with you right now. There's that saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder. So maybe when you were in contact with them, or when you were physically around them, they weren't treating you very well, or they were quite cold, or you just didn't feel that romantic connection with them. You didn't feel like they were feeling romantic feelings towards you, but now they are. Or if you already were in a romantic relationship with this person, or dating them, or in like a flirting connection, then those feelings are still there. They are very much focused on the here and now at the moment. They are just trying to get through each day, and they're not thinking too far in the future. That's what I'm hearing. They're not thinking too far ahead. I'm actually getting an image in my mind of someone with a telescope looking this way, so that it's like they're looking backwards rather than forwards. They're not thinking, how can I fix this situation, or how am I going to talk to this person moving forward. They're actually looking backwards and thinking, oh, we had this great time beforehand and now it's gone, or I've messed it up and I can't get it back. They're definitely wallowing. That's what I'm getting, looking backwards and wallowing, but they're just in the here and now at the moment. They're not looking towards the future, really. They're not making any plans towards the future. They're just seeing how it goes bit by bit. And I'm sorry if that's quite frustrating for you to hear. And dreams. They might be dreaming about you, or having this kind of, you might have quite a psychic connection with this person, even if you're not speaking to them via message or face-to-face or calling them. I think you're able to pick up on how each other are feeling. You might be mirroring each other's feelings. You might be dreaming about them as well, but I get with the violet color here, the crown chakra, this very kind of psychic soul connection that you seem to have, where you're very empathic towards each other, even if you're not physically around each other or actually in contact in the usual way. You do seem to have this kind of unexplained connection, being able to communicate with each other, even if it's just through feelings rather than full messages. Okay, now we have these Antworten der Engel oracle cards. These are German cards. I have said in previous videos that I will be using cards that aren't in English and just translating them for you, because I am an avid language learner. I love learning foreign languages, that's really my passion, and I'm living in Germany at the moment, so I picked these up here. So you have Meditation bringt Antworten. Meditation brings answers. Yeah, this person really shut down, they're really thinking about this situation a lot, but they haven't made any concrete plans, they haven't come to any real conclusions, they're still in this space of thinking things through and feeling out their emotions. This also to me is saying that if you meditate, you may be able to make contact with this person, because you have the dreams card as well, and together I think they're saying that you have this deep connection with this person that goes beyond the physical realm. So you may be able to send how you're feeling or send healing to this person via meditation. There's also die Situation wird sich verbessern. The situation will improve. This is a really positive card to get. And I love the imagery as well. They're at the very bottom of the ocean. It's all dark, but they're all moving upwards. And this beautiful woman is just illuminated by this light, and they're moving. It's like the light at the end of the tunnel. They're lighting the way. The dolphins are following. It's just this beautiful card. So however they're feeling at the moment, it is going to improve. Their feelings towards you are going to improve, and the situation in general will get better for you. It's always nice to receive that card. And we've got in den kommenden Monaten, in the coming months. So this may be when they reach out to you, when their feelings eventually stabilize and things get better between you. So the next few months, I'd say the next 3 or 4 months is what I feel with this card, is when you can expect the situation to get better. Okay, that's nice. It's always nice to have a bit of a time frame. I do have some time cards actually that can give a much more accurate and specific time frame for things. So if you're interested in timing readings, do let me know and I'll use those cards. Leave me a comment. Stay optimistic about your love life. Okay, so I feel like this is a dual message here. I think the person, even though they're in this really shut down, depressive mode, I am feeling that they are depressed about this situation. Deep, deep down, there is this little ray of hope that they're clinging to. Deep down, they haven't given up all their hope, and they are thinking, things might get better. There might be hope yet. There might be a chance still for things to improve between us. So I think that's the first part of this message. And the second part I'm feeling is for you to stay optimistic about the situation and about your love life in general, because the situation, as this card says, is going to get better. So you just need to hold on to that hope and optimism, because that will help improve the situation. And also, like I said, if you have this psychic connection, which you may or may not be aware of, if you are having this very optimistic energy, then you may be able to subconsciously influence this other person to lift their own spirits and raise their own vibration. And separation, yeah. Feel like you're definitely in a period of low contact or no contact with this person, and they are just really feeling the separation. And this, how this woman's laid on the bed, that is the exact feeling that I'm getting from this person right now. Like, they are just wallowing, they are just laid in the darkness, they're laid on the sofa or on their bed or even on the floor, and they're just thinking things through. They might be playing old music that has some meaning for the both of you, or they might be rereading your messages or just going over things that you've said, things that you've done, and they're just wallowing, but they haven't got the energy or the self-belief at the moment to actually pick themselves up off the floor or the sofa and do something about it. So they are definitely feeling this separation from you. Wow, very, very heavy, deep energies here. So now I'm going to pull some charms for you to get a little bit more information. So, pile 2, what is your person feeling about you? Okay. Yep, so we have the explosion. You might have suddenly gone out of contact with this person. This separation might have been quite sudden, and they probably weren't prepared for it. Even if maybe you thought that it was coming for a long time, this person wasn't prepared for it when it happened, and so now they're just feeling all of the brunt of the emotions because they were in denial beforehand, and now it's just completely knocked them for 6, and they're just having to deal with that. There is a love heart here. So like I said, this person does love you. So we have Prague here. There may be a Czech connection with this person. They might have a Czech name or Czech family history, or they might speak the language. They might also have some kind of connection to Prague, because this is actually a Prague charm. But again, that will only be for a few of you. I feel like that's quite a specific message. And for the people that does resonate with, that is just a validation that this is the right pile for you. There's a key here. So there is an answer to this situation. This situation will improve. There are 2 leaves here, which are all about shedding, releasing, getting rid of what is no longer needed. So releasing negative energy. There's also a starfish, which for me is all about healing. They are going through a period of healing right now. Just as a starfish can regain limbs that it's lost, this person is regaining their hope and their self-esteem. They're very attracted to you because the perfume charm has come out, and they do think you're beautiful. They might think that you're quite a shy, gentle person, and I feel like part of the reason why they feel so bad about this situation is because they don't want to hurt you or upset you. So they're going through all of these feelings right now because they don't want to burden you with them. They don't want to make you feel sorry for them. So they feel like they're just going to take all of these feelings and feel them in private, so that you, who they see as this really sweet, cute person, this little baby tapir, doesn't get all of that negativity from them. There's also the camera, so this is about nostalgia, savoring something. Like I said earlier about they might be looking through your old messages or listening to music that had meaning for both of you. They might also be looking through photos of you or of the 2 of you. There's the ballerina here, so they don't want to make the situation worse. They don't want to put a foot wrong. They want to tread very thoughtfully and carefully on this situation because they don't want to fall down flat, is what I'm hearing. And they might also see you as someone who's quite graceful and elegant. In dreams, they are planning for the future in their dreams, or they're receiving downloads about how they can move forward in their dreams, because to me the pram, it's not just about babies, it's about future plans. And that's what I'm feeling. Their dreams are trying to tell them something, and they may or may not be listening. I'm getting the feeling that at the moment they're probably not listening because they're in this 4 of earth and 4 of water energy, which is just not a helpful energy to be in. There is a Y here, so that could be an important initial for you or for them as a first name, surname, or a place. But I'm getting the feeling that for a lot of you, this will just be like the word why. They will just be thinking, why has this happened? And I think you are feeling that as well. You are also just feeling like, how have we got here? Why are you being like this? And there's also this black W. So W might be important for you as well, but when this one in particular comes out, because I don't have any other initials that have this black background. This was a bonus charm that I got in a bag of charms that I bought. I see this as them making a wish. They're making a wish right now. They want something to happen. And whether or not it's going to happen, I can't say. But they do have this specific thing in mind that they want. Okay, group 2, I hope this was helpful for you. I'm sorry it's not a very uplifting reading, although we do have this, die Situation wird sich verbessern, so that you do know that it is going to improve. The situation will get better for you, but it's just having patience. We do have in the coming months, so that is something to hold on to. But again, I know what it's like when you just can't do anything to improve a situation because you're waiting on the other person to get their healing done and to sort out all of their issues, and it's just so annoying to be shut out like that and to be the person who is ready to move forward when the other half just isn't. So I get you, is what I'm saying. I feel your pain. So now you need to go and pick a gnome. You can go back to the start of the video if you've forgotten which one you chose or if you haven't picked one yet, and that will give you some bonus information on your reading. I really hope this is helpful for you. Please leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated with you. I'm really interested to see how it's resonating with people. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. That's really, really helpful and lovely to let me know that people are enjoying my readings. That's really nice. And if you like this kind of layered reading, also let me know, because I'll try and keep doing this kind of twofold readings. Okay, group 2. I'm going to move on to pile number 3 now. Bye bye. Hey everyone who picked pile number 3, welcome to the first part of your reading. This is the brown sugar and spice candle. So we're going to take a look at how this person feels for you, okay, what their feelings are for you. So you have the Chariot, the Lovers, wow, Knight of Earth, and the Hermit. Okay, wow, 3 majors. So they could be a Cancer, Gemini, or Virgo, or you could. Sun, Moon, Rising. What I'm getting here is that they are in love with you, okay, and they probably see you as their soulmate or their twin flame. They see you as such an important person in their life. They might be quite focused on their career at the moment. What I also get with the Chariot is someone who is trying to separate their head and their heart. They're not sure which one to follow, and as a result they can come across as maybe a bit cold or a bit cruel with you. You might feel a bit, not manipulated, but you might feel a bit unsure of what they're actually saying, like maybe a bit like they're lying to you, or they're just not being truthful. They're kind of spinning you along a little bit. That's what I get from the Chariot, because there are 2 horses here and they're both trying to pull in different directions. This one's facing down, this one's facing up. It's the Platonic horses, which you might want to look up, Plato's horses. Was it Plato or was it Aristotle? I think it was Plato. One of them is looking upwards towards the heaven, and this is the soul, and this is the heavenly, the divine part of the human nature, and then the other one is looking down, and this is the practicalities of our nature, our basic needs and everything that has to do with the material world. So I feel like this person is trying to follow their head rather than their heart, or is shutting off their emotions outwardly for the time being, for whatever reason. And the Hermit as well confirms that they are shut off from you a little bit, so they might have suddenly gone no contact, or things might have been going fine between you and then they've said, okay, look, I want to slow things down because I need to focus on my career, my education, or whatever it is that they have to sort out in their life. that will resonate differently depending on who you are. Obviously take it as it resonates, but I feel like they have gone within, whether they've actually broken contact with you or not, because that won't be the case for everyone. They have turned more inward. They've gone into a kind of introverted, introspective state, and they're thinking through the relationship and deeply thinking about their feelings for you and where this is going to go. And with the Knight of Earth, I do see that they do want to move forward with you. They do want to be committed to you. They are committed to you. They want to be this person that you can rely on, this dedicated, loyal person, but this might be a very slow forward movement. The Knight of Earth is the slowest of all of the knights to get his message across, because the knights are all messengers. And I just feel like this person is really taking their time with this connection. Although their feelings for you are true and deep, they are perhaps being frustratingly slow for you. Or even though inside this is what they want to do, they want to be the Knight of Earth who's saying, okay, I'm committed to this person, I'm dedicated, we're moving forward. Outwardly, they might have more of a chariot feeling, and you might just feel like you don't know what to trust. Do you trust their actions or their words? Or do you trust who you think they are or who they seem to be, you know? So I have these mermaid oracle cards for you, and it says the unseen. Yep, too much is hidden for you. Too much is hidden from you. Definitely feel like this person is hiding their true feelings, or not their true motives, but their worries about the future. They're hiding something from you. There's something that they're not being open and honest about for whatever reason. They'll all have different reasons. And there's vulnerability. Open your heart, allow yourself to be tender. So this person does want to tell you about their feelings. They do want to be communicative with you and have this very open, vulnerable discussion, but it's almost like they can't bring themselves. With the Chariot, he's wearing this armor. He or she can't bring themselves to be vulnerable to you, because maybe they're afraid of rejection, or they're afraid that you'll laugh at them for their feelings. But they do want this tender, mutually loving and supportive and open relationship with you, but they just, at the moment, they're too scared to come out of their shell. They're too scared to take off that armor, because they're just so used to protecting themselves and their emotions from other people, and they're in warrior mode a lot of the time, and they just don't know how to come out of that. But this is something that they are mulling over, and they're just trying to figure out, how can I tell them this? I do love them. There is a lot of love there, and this is probably a soulmate connection. And that might be why you've come into this person's life, is to help them to be more open and vulnerable, to wear their heart on their sleeve a little bit more. So you might want to try and work on that with them, but in a very gentle and non-forcing, non-confrontational way. But they are definitely keeping stuff from you just because they're afraid of something. I really like this card, because at first you see her as this beautiful woman, and then you see the skeleton here, and you see, I always think, although it's the shine of her tail, it kind of looks like an eye, like a dragon or something. And it's got this dual meaning for me. It's not only that they're hiding something from you, but it's also that they are maybe not what they seem to be, because it's also like appearances are not what they seem. So just be careful that this person, in fact, is not luring you into a relationship that is not fully true and open, and that they're not expecting something unreasonable of you as far as communication goes. If this person is saying, well, that's just how I am, you'll have to accept it, then that is not a healthy relationship to be in. Because in a relationship, you've got to have communication. You've got to know how the other person is feeling. Not that you have to be like, what are you feeling right now all of the time, and knowing all the ins and outs of their mind all the time. That's not the case, but you have to know how that person's feeling and what they want to do about moving forward. There has to be that open and honest communication, throat chakra, heart chakra open. That's what relationships are. And if that's not there, then it's just not a relationship, and it's certainly not a healthy one. So now we have these Antworten der Engel Oracle cards. These are in German because I'm living in Germany at the moment and I'm an avid language learner. I learn lots of different languages. So if that's you as well, leave a comment, let me know, we'll chat. But I'm going to use quite a few decks in my readings that aren't in the English language, and I'll just translate them as I go for you. So we've got positiv bleiben, stay positive. Okay. And heute in einem Jahr, today a year from now. So on this day a year from now. So I'm getting that this person's maybe thinking, where do I want to be in a year as regards this relationship? This might also mean that in a year's time, these issues will have been resolved if you can work at it together now. That's how long it will take for this person to truly be comfortable with opening up. Positiv bleiben is a good card here as well, because this shows that there is this potential, and coupled with this card as well, there is this potential for this relationship if you remain positive and open to this person and open to helping them through this difficulty that they have. And I think they feel very positively towards you as well. They have so much they want to offer you here with this beautiful sparkly bouquet. It's just whether or not they will come forward with that offer. But they definitely do. I'm hearing they want to offer you the world. Like, they really, really care about you and see you as such an important person in their life, and they want to give you this wonderful life. It's just whether they can overcome their own obstacles. So now we have these Romance Angels cards. This is quite clearly a romantic reading, but if this isn't something you're interested in, just skip ahead a moment or so for the charms that I'm going to pull for you. So we have flirt. Okay, so if you're not in a committed relationship with this person, then they're definitely flirting with you, and they enjoy flirting with you. They enjoy that kind of playful, flirty energy that you have, where you can either face to face or over messages. Just they enjoy the chase is what I'm feeling. And new love. Okay, so this person, if they are a new person for you, then you have sparked these romantic feelings for them. If this is a relationship that's been ongoing for quite a while and you've been having difficulties, maybe with them opening up or things like that, there is going to be this rebirth of these romantic feelings. I think recently or very soon they're going to have these new romantic feelings for you. They're going to realize your true worth. I mean, they already do because the Lovers card has come out, but they are going to really realize, oh, this person is just, I love them, they're wonderful. That's what I'm hearing, is that they think you're wonderful. Okay, I'm now going to pull some charms for you so we get a bit more information. So what does Group 3's person feel for them? Okay. Well, straight away, lots and lots of initials have come out. So you've got E and R, G, B, J, H, and A. Okay, so those could be important for you as a first name, surname, or place. That's a lot of initials here. So you might be able to make a word from these initials that is important to you or significant to you in some way. I feel like this is going to be a pile that a lot of people pick, because quite a lot of charms have come out, and I'm just feeling like this is a situation that a lot of people are going through. Have a love heart here. This person does love you. There is hope here. They could be a Sagittarius or a Leo, or that could be you. And we've also got Cancer, Gemini, and Virgo. represented here, sun, moon, rising. There is going to be growth in this relationship, and this person sees you as someone who is pretty gentle and shy, very sweet person. You've got the baby tape here, and this is like the flirt card. It's this little cheeky monkey. They feel like you're very playful, and they enjoy that playful nature that you have. There's magic here, so they feel like this is a magical connection. There's the crown here. The crown is all about free will and sovereignty, so I feel like this person is really asserting their right to make decisions in this situation. They're really thinking, okay, what do I want here? What is going to be right for me? And that might also be a problem that you're having if you think this person is being too selfish. There's the 2 hearts here, another big heart here, and the word love here. This person loves you, okay? They think you're beautiful. There's this flower. They are calling out to you. This lovely little birdie is calling out for his friends, and this person, if you're not speaking right now or if you're having difficult communication, they are calling out to you in some way. You also have the olive branch, so they do want to reach out and mend this connection if you've been having any kind of difficulty. But in general, they just want to spend time with you. You or them might be quite childish, is what I'm seeing. They're taking things slowly, bit by bit. You have the spoon. You have true love. There's this protective energy, this warding off of negative influences. You or them might be quite stubborn because we have the ram here. This is also Aries. If that is important for you. There's dream. They might be dreaming about you or dreaming of this situation between you improving. And there's the witch brewing in her cauldron. This means that they are in the process of something. They're processing things, or they're in the middle of working out this situation. And the dragon means this is a very significant situation for both of you, and they see you as a very significant person in their life. Yeah, there's definitely a spirit connection here. This could be angels, spirit guides, or passed over loved ones are watching over this connection. So if you are hoping to hear that, then that is represented here. There's an angel wing here as well for protection from the angelic realm. This person thinks you're pretty wise, and they're also listening to their inner wisdom about this situation. You might like Christmas or winter. Winter might be when this situation is going to be resolved. They are meditating on this situation. They might also see you as someone who's very spiritual. There is an element of competitiveness here. So either you're a competitive person, or they think there are other people competing for you. This might be with the flirt and the new love card. They might be thinking that you are getting attention from someone else and they don't like it, and that is causing them to retreat into their shell. This could also mean that you are a very sporty person, because this is tennis rackets. They're very attracted to you. The perfume card. Charm, sorry. Another love heart. Now, you've got the chivalry charm, the fleur-de-lis. They want to follow through on their promises to you. They want to do right by you. And you might have a pet together, or they are following you on social media, checking up on you. That's like a following in people's footsteps card. Sorry, charm. Again, I'm so used to saying card. Yeah, there is definitely positives here. There is so much love in this connection. This person just has their own issues that they need to work through, and you may or may not be able to help them with that. Sometimes we just can't help people with their problems because it's something that they have got to work through themselves. So I hope this resonated for you, Group 3. You now need to go and pick a gnome for the second part of your reading. That's going to give you some extra information. So if you haven't already chosen one, go back to the front screen and pick one. And that will make it just that bit more personal for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please comment, like, subscribe. Let me know how it resonates. I'm really interested to see that. I'd really love you to connect with me so that I can see who's enjoying my videos. That would be really lovely. Okay, group 3, I'm going to move on to group number 4 now. Bye-bye. Hey, pile number 4. If you pick the orange and anise candle, then this is your reading. So welcome to the first part of your reading. Let's see what this person feels for you. Okay. We have Queen of Fire. Beautiful. It's one of my favorite cards in this deck. It's such a vibrant, colorful card. 4 of Air. Knight of Air. And Renewal. Okay, so straight away with the Renewal card, which is the Judgment card, I feel like this person could feel very deeply that this is a soulmate connection, or that you have come into their life for a reason that is beyond what they can comprehend. And with the Queen of Fire card, they see you as someone who is just so beautiful and confident and very magnetic. Like, they feel very, very drawn to you, and they might see that other people are also very drawn to you. So I think you have a very magnetic and attractive aura. Group number 4. They see you as just someone that they enjoy spending time with. You're probably very fun to be around, especially in a group context, as you're just so confident. You just radiate this wonderful magnetic energy, and they're so drawn to that. Even if they don't want to be, like, they just can't help being drawn to you. And with the 4 of Air and the Knight of Air, I'm getting the feeling that they are really thinking through this connection. They're thinking about what they want to do. So if they've maybe been out of contact for a while, then this will be represented by the 4 of Air here, that they are just taking some time to think about what it is they want to do. The Knight of Air does suggest that they want to get in contact if they haven't already, or they might be quite quick at replying to your messages, because the Knight of Air is the fastest knight in bringing his message, because the knights are all messengers. And he could also be this kind of person. If it's a man, it could also be a woman who is just really logical, or they could think this of you. So you're like very intelligent in their eyes and well educated, but you probably haven't finished your education, is what I'm feeling. The Knight of Air, he's not the King of Air. They see you as just someone who thinks really quickly, and you can solve a problem really quickly, or come up with a really creative idea that they think no one else would have thought of. And that's what they're also drawn to about you, is this quick wit that you have. You might be pretty funny as well, in like an intelligent, witty way, and they're really drawn to that. Okay, so we also have some Mermaid Oracle cards for you today. Yamaya, that's a beautiful card. So they probably feel pretty protective over you. And Coral's Wisdom. Yeah, this is a situation that is moving forward quite slowly, perhaps. You might be a bit frustrated with how slowly it's moving, because Coral's Wisdom suggests something being created in a piecemeal fashion, like over a period of time. Or it might just be that their feelings for you are developing slowly. But Yamaya does suggest that they want to protect you in some way. They might even be a bit possessive over you. They just have this very nurturing energy around them with regards to you. They just want to hold on to you, and they really cherish the moments that they spend with you. Yeah, with the Coral's Wisdom, they might also be feeling a bit fragile about their relationship with you. Maybe if you do have this Queen of Fire energy, then you're not giving them enough security in the relationship. Maybe you're seeing other people, or they see that other people enjoy being around you and you enjoy their company in a flirtatious way. And so that might make them feel a bit insecure, or maybe you just don't want to be tied down and committed just yet. and that is making them feel a bit fragile. Okay, now we have these Antworten der Engel oracle cards. I live in Germany at the moment, so these cards are in German, and as I've said in some other videos, I will be using cards a lot in my videos which aren't in English because I'm a really passionate language learner. I learn quite a few different languages, so if you're also a linguist or a polyglot, leave me a comment, let's chat. That's something I'm really interested in. So you have Glaube daran, believe it. And aktiv werden, be active. This is very much reminds me of the Knight of Air. It's very similar imagery as well. Both riding this white horse, and there's this star here that they're creating. So this person does want to move forward with you. I feel like they're coming out of this Four of Air energy into this Knight of Air energy, and they want to move forward with you. You might also be quite an active person, or someone who is a bit, what's the word? Perhaps overwhelming to be around because you have such high energy. But I feel like they do want to be active about this relationship, and they are trusting, even if they feel fragile in the relationship or insecure, that things will work out, and they do believe that there is a possibility of something wonderful here with you. And now for your Romance Angels cards, you have Make the Effort and Wedding. Okay, so like I said, this person thinks that you are a very important person in their life, possibly a soul connection. Wedding would suggest that they would like to marry you. That might be something they're already thinking of, or just they have that feeling that you are the kind of person that they want to marry, that you have the qualities of a future wife or husband for them. And they do want to make the effort in the relationship. If maybe they've been zoned out recently, or they haven't been putting as much work into the relationship as you, they're now going to start making that effort because they realize that it's needed, and they want to because they really want something stable and secure with you. And they know that in order to have that, if you have this Queen of Fire energy, then they're going to have to stand out from the others, and they're going to have to make that effort for you. So group number 4, I'm now going to pull some charms for you. So let's get a bit more information. What does group number 4's person feel for them? Okay, so you have a Y, a U, and a H, so those initials could be important to you as first name, surname, or place, but don't worry if it's not. There's this heart with the arrow through it. They have caught the romantic feelings for you. They are a bit love-struck with you. They want to savor the time that they spend with you, and if they have pictures of you together, they might be quite nostalgic looking back through them. They feel like they've had some bad luck in this situation. They feel like things aren't really going their way or going the way they hoped. But there is hope here. They are still clinging to this hope. Divine timing is at work, or they're waiting for something. They don't want to make a wrong choice or a wrong move. They don't want to mess up this connection. They're thinking carefully about their next steps. They have very friendly feelings towards you, so this might not be a romantic connection for you. They could also be an Aquarius, or you could be an Aquarius, sun, moon, rising. There's the fire extinguisher here, so they want to put an end to a crisis situation. If there's been issues in your relationship, they want to fix them. They are aiming for that. They are focused on achieving something with you. There's Christmas tree here, so winter could be important, or Christmas in particular. things are moving forward a bit slowly with them. There's like I said, their feelings are developing slowly for you. But they want to be honest, open and honest about their feelings with you, and they might want to build a household with you. There is love here. Yeah, you might get the feeling, or actually I think they are getting the feeling that you are blowing hot and cold with them. Like, they don't know if you want to commit. So it might be worth having an open and honest discussion with this person, because I get the feeling that they feel a bit shut out with you sometimes, or they feel a bit confused as to how you feel. They want to reach out to you. There's an olive branch there. These two are kind of attached. So we have the wasp, which is all about pain, something hurting or stinging, and the crocodile, which is deception, someone being untrustworthy or sly. So maybe you've said something to them in the past that upset them, or you might have lied to them in some way, or made them feel like they were deceived in some way, and that is something that they're still harboring. There is this kind of feeling of being stung, or this fear of being stung, this perhaps fear that you are not going to turn out to be all that they hoped you are. There's the explosion here, so they suddenly want to be active. Like I was saying, they're coming out of the 4 of air energy. It might have happened very quickly for them. And they're trying to be fearless. They're trying to put the fears to the back of their mind and move forward. They think you're a very creative person. There's the paintbrush here. And that you're a very good friend. The frog is this very good, helpful friend who can be relied upon. There's also Easter Bunny, so Easter might be important for you, or springtime in general. There's romance, possible also Paris connection or French name. This person might speak French or have French family history. That might be important. Magic, they feel like it's a magical connection that you have. They feel like singing with happiness when they're around you. I get the feeling that they're calling out for you with this charm, the little birdie. His mouth is open, he's calling for his friends. And this basketball hoop, this is very much like the arrow here, in that they are trying to achieve a certain goal with you. They have an image in their mind of what it is that they want from this relationship, but they are worried. There's the worried all here. And yep, there's this meditation going on the 4 of air energy, this kind of thinking the whole situation through, trying to decide what's best going forward. There's healing here. There's 2 starfishes for healing. This is a pine cone, so pineal gland is activated within them. They are receiving those important downloads. It is also a card of a charm, sorry. I keep doing this. I keep calling them cards because that's what I'm so used to saying. It is also a charm of eternal life, because pine cones don't change. So they have these everlasting feelings for you, but yeah, they do feel burdened about something. There is a definite worry here for them. They want to fix the situation. They want to make it more stable and secure. I really feel like they feel they can't pin you down. Like they want to commit and you don't, or you just aren't ready to do that yet. And that is causing them a lot of worry and anxiety, because I think they're kind of saying to themselves, well, should I move forward with someone who isn't sure they want a committed relationship when that's what I want? Because then I'm going to risk myself getting hurt. That's what I'm feeling. And there's the bunny here for playfulness. I see you as someone who's very playful. Probably not an overly serious person. Okay, group 4, I really hope this resonated with you. You can now go and pick a gnome if you haven't already for the second part of your reading, and that's going to give you some more like bonus information just to make the reading more personalized for you. So if you enjoyed this, if you like this and it resonated, please leave me a comment and let me know. And feel free to tell me a bit about your situation. Also, please like and subscribe so that I know people are enjoying my readings. It really feels lovely when I see all of that. It's a real vote of confidence for me. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, group number 4, and I'm now going to move on to doing the gnome bonus readings, okay? See you then. Hey there, everyone who chose Gismund, our Gnome A. This is your bonus reading, the second part of your reading. So I've put your bonus cards in this lovely little gnome bag. So we're going to see what Gismund has to say about the situation. What does this person feel for you? What are their feelings for you? So let's take a look. So we've got 2 fairy tale oracle cards here. So we've got Vasilisa the Brave, courage. Nice picture. I like how the lighting is just lighting up this part of her face. Shows how bravery is just like that little spark within us that helps us move forward. And Tamlin, battle. So you are probably going through some difficulties with this person. They might feel like they are having this battle with you and they're unsure of whether they're going to win or not, or they're unsure of whether your relationship is going to survive the arguments or disagreements that you're having, or the external situations that you're having. Hello, group 1, if this is you who have chosen this, then that is what's being represented here again. But there is courage here, so I feel like they see you as a very strong person. They recognize that you have a lot of power and strength. And I feel also that although you're going through a difficult time, or maybe you have a lot of arguments or disagreements, maybe your views don't always match one another's, they feel like they have the courage to continue. That's what I'm feeling here. They feel like they can stay in this connection because they have this feeling that they can move forward. And there's also 2 Whispering Woods oracle cards here. So you have resilient, yep, like this is like these 2 cards put together, what I was just saying. Stay as strong as evergreen trees. So this person feels like they can move forward through this connection despite the difficulties that you're facing. They are resilient. They are going to stay in this connection with you. And they also see you as a very resilient person. So if you've gone through a lot of difficulties or setbacks in your life, maybe some kinds of abuse as well, then they recognize you as this very strong and resilient individual. And there's also change. It says, falling leaves do not signify the end, but the beginning of a fruitful season. So this is them recognizing that you may have changed since they met you, but they still very much like the person that you are. Or if your relationship is going through some changes, they're kind of feeling like there's no need to make a battle out of it because you'll overcome it together. There's no need to fight the change and resist the change because we don't stay as the same people forever, and relationships go through different dynamics all of the time. They're constantly changing because we are living things, and that is our very nature. It's interesting also how these 2 cards are like the same color almost around the outside. Yeah, they just want you to not resist the change too much and to just allow it to move forward in a more flowing way. But I feel this is positive. You can definitely get through whatever it is that you're struggling with right now. Everyone who has picked Gismund, that is what he's saying to you. And I'll pull a few little charms here as well, just to get a bit more information. So this pile, this group, what does your person feel for you? Okay, Right, we've got quite a few initials here. I'll move this back a bit so you can see it. So we've got X, B, Q, and R, so they could be important for you. There's also the frog, and I love this charm because sometimes it does indicate a friendship rather than a romantic situation, because I see this as the helpful, reliable friend, like the best friend. But what I'm seeing here is that this person sees you as someone who they can get through anything with. They can rely on you and depend on you to help them through the battles in life and even the battles in your own relationship. They know that together you will weather the storm and that they can really rely on you for that. They might be Aquarius, or you might be an Aquarius, sun, moon, rising. There's the snowman, so winter is important here. There's also growth, which is just like change here. Change is not an ending, it's a continuation, and they see that you're growing into a more beautiful person the longer they know you. They really like that about you. They see this relationship as being protected by angels. They might see you as a bit of an angel in their life. And they just see this as a very magical connection. I'm definitely feeling positive vibes from these energies, Gismund's group. This person, even if you're not always on good terms, they know that you are the one person that they can rely on, that person who will not abandon them and who they will not abandon in turn. And they just see this as a really special connection that is just going through many changes, but it's ever growing. That's a really nice message to leave you with. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please like and subscribe and leave me a comment below to let me know how it resonated. And if you liked this kind of layered reading where we do the reading in two parts, then do let me know as well, and I'll keep doing that. Not every time, but sometimes, just so that everyone can be happy. If that is something you like, let me know. Okay, hope everything goes wonderfully for you and that you have a lovely day. Bye bye. Hello everyone who chose Gunvald as their gnome. This is the second part of your reading. Welcome. I put your bonus cards in this lovely gnome bag that I have. So we're going to open it up now and see what Gunvald has to say about your situation and what this person is feeling for you. Okay, so you have 3 fairy tale oracle cards and then 2 Whispering Woods oracle cards, okay? So you have fairies, words, the Little Mermaid, sacrifice, and Thumbelina, expectations. Okay, I'm feeling throat chakra energy from these cards because there's words, but there's also 2 cards that have this kind of light blue edging to them. So with this card, I think this person very much wants to open up and have very honest communication about how they're feeling. There might have been some hurtful words that were said in the past, and they are kind of wanting to undo that now by saying much nicer things to you and having a much kinder communication pattern with you. So that is what this card is saying. This is all about expression and communication. So if this person hasn't been speaking to you very much, that's going to change. They want to speak to you. And they also think that you have a way with words. So they really enjoy speaking to you and messaging you. They enjoy reading and hearing what you have to say. And you might be a writer or a poet or someone who is skilled with words in that way. But I just feel like they think you have a really good way of putting something when you have something to say. And they do appreciate that. You might have made some sacrifices for this person as well, or both of you might have had to sacrifice things for this relationship. And the Little Mermaid is also about voice. You know, she gives up her voice in order to have a chance at being with Prince Eric. And I feel like this card is saying this person doesn't want you to give up too much for them. So if you are maybe putting yourself on the back burner a bit, or you're putting your own needs after theirs, then this person doesn't want you to do that. This person wants you to love who you are and to make sure that your own needs are protected, because you are such a precious, unique person. And they want you to speak your truth as well. They don't want you to sacrifice too much for them, because if you do that, then you're giving them too much power. And I feel like that person doesn't want you to do that. They want this to be an equal partnership. And that involves both parties putting in an equal effort and someone not giving more of themselves than they need to, or more of themselves than they can to a relationship. And then there's also Thumbelina here, which is about expectations. So, you know, she was a lot smaller than expected. To me, this is about someone being very unique. So they see you as a very unique person. And what I'm feeling here as well is that from these two cards, what Gunvald is saying is that you don't need to accept a relationship where you're not getting back as much as you're putting in. So if this person is not treating you well, then it's time for you to walk away from them, because you do not have to accept a relationship that has lower standards than you would want for your best friend or for your sister or brother. You know, it's time to stop putting yourself second, because I feel like that's what you've been doing. You do deserve love, and this is something that will come to you when you start putting yourself first. And maybe if the love for this person has kind of waned with you, you do not have to continue the relationship just out of a sense of duty. You don't have to keep sacrificing yourself for this person. Another message here might also be that you exceed this person's expectations. Like maybe at first sight they weren't sure, but then when they got to know you better, they were like, wow, this person's so cool. Like, I totally did not expect this from this person. So take it as it resonates, whichever of those messages seems to be for you, because obviously this is a general reading, so there are a lot of messages that are coming through to me right now. So let's take a look at your Whispering Woods Oracle messages. You have origins, remember your roots. So again, I'm picking up a dual meaning for this card. For those of you that it resonated about sacrificing too much of yourself, or being in a relationship where you just don't feel like you love the person anymore, origins is about getting back to you. So taking care of yourself again, and not putting all your energy and expectations into this person and the future, or into what this person could be. Make sure that you're not idealizing them as someone that they could be, rather than the person who they are. For other people, this will mean that this person wants to get back to how things were with you before. So maybe your situation, your relationship has gone through some profound change, and they just really want to get back to how things were before. They want to rekindle that spark between you and do things that are nostalgic. And there's also risk. Learn to grow wherever you are planted. So yeah, I feel for some of you, you might be feeling that this relationship is a bit shaky, or this person maybe thought at first sight that you weren't going to be a good match for them, and so they took a risk on you, but they're glad that they did that, because they've had just such an interesting experience with you that they would never have had they not taken that risk and taken that chance on you. You might not be their usual type, for example, but they're very glad that they chose to go down this path with you, because they've experienced so much that they wouldn't have done otherwise. So I'm also going to pull a couple of charms for you here as well, just to get that bit more information for you. So Gunvald's group, what does your person feel for you? Okay, oh, quite a lot of charms have come out. Okay, so there's a J here, So that could be an important initial for you or them. There's growth as well. Yeah, I feel like this relationship has gone through quite a lot of growth and change. And that might be why there's this feeling of risk and wanting to get back to how it was before. But change isn't necessarily bad. There's the hairdryer here, so this person might be blowing hot and cold about the future now. They're not sure about what they want, but they do enjoy spending time with you. There's this happy musical symbol, and there's teamwork here, so they enjoy your partnership. And there is this, which is endurance and strength. So I feel like they do want to stick with you, is what I'm feeling. And this is also a Canadian symbol, so there could be a Canadian connection here for either of you. There's the Christmas tree, so things might have changed around winter, or winter could be important for you. This person's listening to their intuition, and they're possibly dreaming about you, and they're going through a period of healing. There's actually 2 starfish here. They're my healing symbols for the charms. They're ready. They're ready to take the next step. This is lights, camera, action. They're ready to step forward. Yeah, there's 2 Christmas symbols, so winter and Christmas. This is being protected by angels and possibly spirit guides or passed over loved ones. You might remind them of someone that they used to know. They do have goals with you. There is something that they want to achieve with you. They might be a Leo, or they see you as someone who is very generous. They do think you're beautiful, and you might be a sporty person, or they feel like they have to compete with you sometimes, or they're competing for you. Maybe you have a lot of attention from other people, or from one person in particular, and this person just feels like it's a competition, and this risk is like they're not sure if they're going to win. But they see a lot of potential with you, and this relationship might just be in the early stages, because this is a beginnings card, a new beginnings charm. Sorry, doing it again. There is some pain here with the wasp. They're hurting a little bit. So, and I mean, there is this sacrifice card, so they possibly feel like some things have been done that weren't the best choice. And so now they're thinking about their next move. They're kind of treading thoughtfully. They don't want to put a foot wrong. And there's this lovely charm that says protected. So whatever happens, you are protected. There is the angelic wing here. And I think they also want to protect you. So if they're not communicating with you very well, it's because they don't want to burden you with any of their feelings. But I think they want to protect you as a person. They have this protective energy for you. So I hope you enjoyed this, everyone who picked Gunvald. If you like this kind of layered reading, then let me know, leave a comment, and I'll do more of them where we pick 2 separate things, so you have a more personalized reading. If this reading resonated with you, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe so I can see that people are enjoying my videos. It's really nice to see that, and I'll hopefully see you in another video. Bye bye. Hey there, everybody who picked Geir or Gnome C as your gnome. Welcome to the second part of your reading. I've put your bonus cards in this little gnome bag, so I'm going to take them out now and see what Geir has to say about your situation and what this person is feeling for you. Okay. So, you have 3 fairy tale oracle cards and also 3 whispering woods cards. So more than all of the other groups, I think. I was aiming for like 2 of each, but you got extra cards, so yay. Okay, so you've got the poisoned apple, jealousy. So this person might be jealous of you in some way. So they might be jealous of your talents or the way you look, or they might also be jealous of someone else, how they are treating you. So there might be a third party situation here where they're feeling that someone is, maybe you're in a relationship with someone who is not this person, or someone is showing you attention and they're just really jealous of that and makes them feel insecure. There's the Rose Elf, Revelations. So there's something this person wants to tell you and you can expect to hear some kind of truth from them pretty soon. Revelations means that it's not just something they want to tell you, it's something that will be revealed. And there's also the Goose Girl, Theft. So yeah, I feel like this could be a third party situation here. They might feel like someone has stolen you from them, or that you've made a decision and have stolen what could have been between you, if you've decided not to pursue them anymore or to break off your relationship with them. They feel like something has been taken from them. And you can expect communication from this person with the Rose Elf. So these are your Whispering Woods Oracle decks. There's Uncertainty. The shades of grey within the fog will eventually lift. Yeah, and this is a very grey card as well, around the edges and also in the picture. I think this person is just feeling very uncertain about the future. They don't know where they stand with you. They don't know how you're feeling about them or what you want from them. Reconnect. Secrets lurk in the captive shadows deep in the woods. So this person does want to reconnect with you. You're probably not talking to this person very much right now, or you're talking to them in a platonic way. And they want to reconnect in a more romantic sense, if this is a romantic connection or used to be. Or if you're not talking at all, they want to reconnect with you. So again, that's kind of the communication you can expect to have from them. And then there's also Joy. Spread seeds of joy like a wildflower, and no doubt you will revel in the result. So this person really enjoys spending time with you. You bring them joy and you light up their life in a way. But at the moment they are just feeling these negative feelings of uncertainty and jealousy, and feeling like something has been taken away from them with regards to you. So I'm also going to pull some charms for you, just to give you a little bit more information, just a few charms here. So, group, Gaia's group, what is your person feeling for you? What have we got here? So we've got the mature woman. So you might be older than them if you're female, or if you're the feminine energy, or if they are the feminine energy, then they're older than you. This is also about having mature emotions on the side of the feminine energy. So it's not necessarily about age. It's about being mature. There's Dreaming of the Sea. So they are pining for you if you are not in regular contact. They are pining for you. They miss you. And I mean, it might be that they are the one that's shut you out, in which case leave them to it, because they're going to come back in of their own accord. But I feel like they're pining for you, or pining for what you could have had or what you once had. For initials here, we've got a C and a D. So that could be important for you. There's also trustworthy. They think you're very trustworthy. This is also the Taurus charm, but it landed on trustworthy. So they feel like they can trust you. There's also the growth charm. So this relationship will see growth. They probably feel also like you've changed for the better, I think, with growth. They feel like this relationship has gone through a lot of change as well. There is a Christmas tree, so winter or Christmas is important here. There's the seashell, which is Aphrodite. So they see you as this very feminine energy. They kind of see you a bit like a goddess in their mind. There's the key here. So there is a solution to this situation. Definitely. And they see you as a healthy connection in their life that they want more of. They crave more of you. There's a dragonfly here for good luck. They feel like it's very lucky that they got to know you. They are planning for the future with this pram here. They are making plans for what's lying ahead. They feel a bit deceived by you because you've got the crocodile here. They feel like there's something a bit sly about you, or maybe you weren't telling them telling them the full truth. I mean, it may be that you were, and this is just how they feel, but that is coming up as an energy here. There's also the muffin, so treats. They see you as like a tasty treat, something that they really enjoy having in their life. And there's the notification bell. This person will definitely get in contact with you. This is them trying to get your attention, the little notification. There's angelic protection here as well. And then we have the crown. So this person is doing a lot of self-determination right now. They're trying to decide where they're going in this relationship and in their life in general. This is the charm of sovereignty and free will, making decisions about you. They are making decisions about themselves. So I hope you enjoyed this 2-tier reading. If you like this kind of layered reading, then let me know in the comments below and I'll do some more of them. And if you like my gnomes being involved, then let me know as well, so that I can keep that in mind for future readings. Also, if it resonated with you, let me know as well. It's really nice to hear how it resonates with people. And please like and subscribe so that you can see more of my videos popping up on your feed. And I'll see you in another video. Bye-bye. Hello everyone who picked Gjord as their gnome. This is my last group and my candle has just gone out as I was setting up this space, and that's really sad. But welcome to the second part of your reading. I've put your bonus cards in this lovely little gnome bag. So let's take a look inside and see what Gjord has to say about your relationship and what this person is feeling for you. Okay, so you have 2 fairy tale oracle cards and 4 Whispering Woods oracle cards. I was going for 2, but 4 popped out, so I took all of them. So let's see what's going on here. We've got the Sea Maiden promises. So this person maybe feels like you haven't lived up to your word in some way. Or maybe you've made promises that they're wondering if you're keeping them, or they feel like you haven't kept them fully. And there's also Goldilocks, entitlement. So they might feel a bit entitled where you're concerned. This person might not be a very healthy connection for you if they're demanding too much of your time or energy, or if they feel like they can just take precedence over everyone else when you're not in that committed relationship with them. That's what this Goldilocks energy is saying, that they feel very entitled. Like they can just walk in and say, okay, we're doing this, or okay, we're hanging out today, and you're like, what if I had plans? How can you just say that? But yeah, this is, I mean, I guess the Sea Maiden card is also about following through on your word. So I feel like whether you've kept them or not, you've made promises to this person or some kind of commitment. So let's take a look at your Whispering Woods oracle cards. You've got hope. An idea like a single acorn can start a wondrous forest. So this person had a lot of hope about the connection, where it's going to go. Okay. And path. Wander on the path less traveled. What you find might surprise you. So I feel like they think they're on the right path with you. They think you're the person for them. Caution. Tread softly so as not to disturb the woodland floor. So they are cautious about how they move forward with you. And retreat. Spoil yourself in the morning mist. Breathe in nature's sweet scents. So either they want to retreat with you, or they've retreated from you and they've gone into a very introverted space, or have gone no contact or low contact, and that is so that they can figure out how to move forward in the best way. But if this person's been demanding too much of you, then it's fine for you to step away from them, because relationships should be fair and equal, and the partner in a relationship should always have our best interests at heart. And if someone is just demanding too much of your time or energy or is making unreasonable demands, or is just expecting you to be free all the time and not spend time with other people, then that is not okay, and that needs to be addressed, and you need to decide if that's a connection you want to continue with. So now let's pull a couple of charms for you, just a few, to get a bit more insight into this second part of the reading. So Gjord's group, what does your person feel for you? Okay, so there's an F and a D and an A here. So those initials could be important to you as a first name, surname, or place. So they feel like this relationship is moving a bit slowly, or their feelings for you are progressing slowly. There's also the mature man here, so the masculine energy may be older in this relationship, or the masculine energy may have quite mature emotions. There's angelic protection here. They see you as a blessing in their life, very grateful to have you in their life. There's the pumpkin, so autumn or Halloween could have special significance for you, and also the snowflake, so winter as well. Or they might see you as someone who's quite tender, a bit of a snowflake in the nicest way possible, like someone who needs to be treated with care. There are 2 keys here, so there is definitely a solution to the problem, and this person might be trying different solutions. There's also the star charm, which is very much like this, being on the right path, and it's also about healing and just happiness and beauty. And there is this here as well to say that they think you're beautiful. They also think you're very creative. They think you're very wise, or they're listening to their inner wisdom on this situation, and that was attached to this love heart here. So that's connected to their love for you, and this does say love as well, so there's definitely love in this connection. They feel quite stable and secure in the connection, although they're having some issues deciding about how they're going to move forward, where they're going to go. They do feel like it's a stable relationship. There's the gun here, so this is anger or blame or danger in a way. So if this person gets angry with you when you don't have the time for them, but they're making unreasonable demands of your time, then this is someone you need to step away from, and you need to be careful if they are blaming you a lot for things that just aren't reasonable, or that you know you're not to blame for, because that has no place in a relationship. There's this 13.1, which is half a marathon. So they feel like they're halfway there with you. They're halfway towards where they want to be, and they're going to keep moving forward. They're feeling guided in this situation. And there's a suddenness to this situation. Something has changed suddenly in their feelings for you, or in the dynamics of the relationship, and that might have left them quite shocked. But that's what I'm seeing for you here, everyone who picked Gjord as your gnome. If you like this kind of, this layered reading style where we pick 2 different things, then let me know in the comments, and I'll keep doing this kind of reading. And if you like me bringing the gnomes into the reading, then also let me know, because I'll keep doing that. They're so adorable. And if this reading resonated with you, also leave me a comment. I'm very interested to see how it's resonating with people. And leave me a like so that I know you enjoy it, and subscribe as well so that you can not miss out on new videos that I post. Okay, Gjord's group, I'll see you in another video. Bye bye, have a wonderful day.